DJ Akademiks is currently involved in some pretty serious podcast beef. He triggered a podcaster so much that this podcaster made some pretty credible threats towards Akademiks. This situation with Akademiks really proves how podcasting is the new streets. Like in the streets, somebody would want you gone. They would try to get you out of here because they want your clientele and the position you hold in the market. Just like podcasting, where somebody will see that you have an audience and you hold a particular space in the quote unquote market, and they want your clientele, aka your audience, and they will do anything in their power to get you going, like kick your back in, hate on you unprovokingly, like for no reason whatsoever. That's what's currently going on with this podcaster called Loon and Akademiks. See, Loon has this one-sided beef going on with Akademiks. He has like this fixation with Akademiks. And their beef started a couple of years ago when Loon went on Charlamagne the God's podcast and just unprovokingly started to hate on Akademiks. Like I remember Andrew Schultz said something like, hey, I think Akademiks would be good at comedy. Loon started hating on Andrew Schultz, thinking that Akademiks could do comedy. Like he spent like his entire episode. So the podcast was about an hour and like 50 minutes. He spent the entire hour and 50 minutes talking about how Akademiks isn't that good. He don't understand why people listen to him and why people watch him. And it was just like, I don't know, man, like pretty sad to think that you would have that much hatred and you know, and like that much hate in your heart for somebody that you never met.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. I swear I don't get it. I don't get it. I heard you, though, one more thing. I heard you speak about Akademiks. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
I think Akademiks...
What did I say?
Looney gets right to it. I love it.
Yeah, you said that, first of all, I think last week you said you could do comedy.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
Tell me more.
I just find him funny, and I find his takes good, and I find like his use of words good.
Economy of words. I think
not just economy, but like specific words that he chooses to use and the metaphors that he kind of builds. Like I think he's a funny guy. Comedy takes time, don't get me wrong, but I think he has a brain for it.
I don't see it.
Okay.
I think that you're giving him a little too much. I don't know why. And I want to understand why. I think you met him at a very unique time in your life, and I think he's your doorway to the other side of the culture.
You think he was before the guy to your left?
Other side.
What's the other side?
What the messy, the Chicago, the beefy bull.
That's just hate, bro. Like, why do you care about this man so much? Loon went so far in on Akademiks during that podcast that even after the podcast, like Akademiks thought that Charlamagne the God put him up to it, right? Like that's how just nasty it was, man. So because Loon decided he was going to take that approach of, I guess, hating on a man he never met, Ak obviously don't like Loon for that particular reason. So this time around, when Loon was in the headlines this week, Akademiks decided he was going to, take an opportunity to talk about it. So Akademiks, right, went on his live stream and he discussed Charleston White walking out of Loon's podcast after Loon essentially told Charleston White that he can't talk about Young Thug and he can't talk about, like these rappers and people that he have relationships with because apparently Loon invited Charleston White on because Charleston White talks about celebrities, but then told Charleston White he can't discuss the celebrities that he's friends with. So it was just a weird situation, and Akademiks thought like it was pretty spineless of Loon.
This guy right here, I want to let you know, I don't know him. I thought I've always said he's trying to become Taxstone. Charlamagne signed him for like $23. He's been trying to be Taxstone. Like, oh, I'm the real nigga. Like, he's one of those guys, he keeps acting like he's so real, like he turns lame. Charleston did an interview with him. This is a paid show. I want to let everybody know. Lil Baby, Young Thug, he completely sucks them off. Trust me, he probably gargles their cum, and his belly is probably filled with all the DNA of all them Atlanta street rappers. No backbone possible. I keep telling you, this right here is the biggest fraud we got. He's a wannabe Taxstone that just really, Taxstone at least was entertaining. He's a slow-talking old bum that's gotten propped up by the who are trying to run campaigns. When I see a rapper sit with him, they're literally trying to get, quote unquote, the streets to validate, because he supposedly represents the street, an opinion that the culture doesn't feel. So he sucks off Lil Baby, he sucks off Young Thug. So he cares a lot about sometimes victims. Now you want to talk about the victims of Young Thug. But what I tell you about this nigga, pure sucker. Watch this. I think Thug got him on payroll. Watch this.
Highlighted, but y'all have never highlighted no victim of their crimes.
I don't want to talk about Thug.
All I'm saying
I
is,
know you doing your, but you know that's my look. So
I'm saying, look,
I don't think Loon understands how bad of a look that was, man. To see Charleston White so vulnerable, so passionate, yelling at the top of his lungs, really trying to have a constructive conversation about how destructive these rappers are to our culture. To see Charleston White be in a vulnerable state like that and to see Loon try to shut it down because he wants to protect his relationship, I don't think he understands how bad that looked, especially from people who don't got nothing against him. Right? Like, I don't got nothing against Loon, right? Like, I don't dislike Loon. But watching that interview, I was disappointed. Because from my perspective, that took me from, okay, I'm watching honest conversations take place on this platform. That took me from that mindset to, oh, this is just like there's no hope of honest conversations happening here, bro. Right? Like the platform is being dictated by relationships with rappers, okay? And the conversation here is purely dictated by whoever Loon has a relationship with, right? If Loon likes the person, they can do no wrong, right? If you don't like him, right? So like it ruined the entire credibility of what he's building, right? Yo, a reputation takes decades to build. It takes 1 second to ruin it, and that's what took place here. Now, Akademiks gave his opinion. It was pretty harsh, to be honest, right? Like I got nothing against Loon, so I wouldn't say those words towards him. I wouldn't, disparage him, in that manner. Even though I think I've heard through the grapevine that Loon has some things to say about me, particularly when I said I belong in the top 25 hip hop media list. But that's neither here nor there. But Loon responded back to Akademiks, and he was highly upset that Akademiks told him that he be sucking off Young Thug and others.
But the case study comes for me when Agnem try to act like I handled it wrong and Bank handled it right. Now, I agree. I invite conversations surrounding Thug and anybody else, just not in character mode. I got to keep saying that so they don't get a clip out of context. The internet is a very weird place. Now, if we had a conversation and it end up getting to a place where you telling your truth, that's one thing, handle your business. But I just don't operate like that. I think they have a very low level approach and understanding because they grew up outside the gate. They never grew up where their mama said you came with each other, y'all leave with each other.
Well, don't treat us like we're stupid, Brad. Like, don't treat us like we have a below baseline 80 IQ. Because what you're doing here is you're trying to manipulate us and talk to us as if we're stupid. Now, I don't know what your audience is. I don't know the demographic. I don't know the IQ. But you must be talking to us this way because you talk like this to your audience and they probably fall for it. But, bro, we watched the episode. Like we're not dumb here, bro. Like, before Charleston White brought up Young Thug, y'all had a conversation about character versus real. Charleston White said, y'all not prepared for the real me. You said, I want the real you. Let's have the conversation. Charleston said, okay, let's talk about the victims. And then you shut it down. Like, he was giving you the real him. Like, he said, okay, we're done with the character. Let's talk about the real problems now, the victims. And he wanted to bring up Young Thug victims and other victims that y'all ignore when y'all have these people on y'all platforms. You didn't want the hard conversations. You didn't want the real conversation. So now you're trying to manipulate it, all right, and manipulate us as if we're stupid, as if we didn't watch what we watch, as if like, man, I shut it down because Thug the Lil Homie and Charleston White was in character. No, he told you he was not in character. He told you, yo, this is the real me. Let's talk about it. Like, I don't got a problem with you, bro, but just don't disrespect us, right? Like, don't do that to us, bro. Like, that's disrespectful. Now, Loon tries to play it as if, like, him and Young Thug goes back so long and he owes Young Thug unwavering loyalty. He tries to say, listen, man, how I grew up, if we leave together, we come home together, and like that's him saying Young Thug is going through a tough time. I came up with Young Thug. I'm not abandoning Young Thug right now. But Loon is from like Louisiana somewhere, right? Like, ain't Loon from like deep down south somewhere, like that's not Georgia? Bro, so like when did you and Young Thug become big homie and low homie, bro? Like, you didn't grow up with Thug. Like, you didn't like bang it out in the street with Thug, bro. Like, you're not Thug big homie, bro. You're somebody who you met Thug when you moved to Atlanta. I don't know, man. Yo, the more he makes excuses, man, the worse it becomes.
I tell my people, and I know a few of y'all, it's a few people out there right now, when you run into somebody that love me, it ain't even gonna be a conversation. You gonna know they love me by how they handled you. Right now today, there's a few of y'all that got to deal with the consequences of certain things y'all said, because people are coming on my behalf that I haven't instructed. I haven't even gave marching orders, but the way they feel about me, the love they have for me, make them handle you a certain way when they see you based off what you said.
This was the overarching theme of this entire podcast, where he don't really addresses why he believes he did nothing wrong and why he believes that telling Charleston White he can't talk about Young Thug was the right thing to do if he's this like non-biased platform. But instead what he does is he like send like subtle threats and then do this thing that street dudes do, which is like, well, I don't play no internet games. I'm not trying to hurt you, but hey, if you do get hurt though, it's because they love me. They're doing it on my behalf. No, man, hey, right? Like, is that stuff like where they like they're addicted to self-incriminating, but they want to still come across as like not a nincompoop and not a dummy who will self-incriminate themselves. So they try to like self-incriminate subtly while also denouncing self-incrimination. Like it don't make sense, bro. Like it's this entire thing was just bizarre. Then Loon goes off on this tangent about how when he sees academics, it's gonna be this and this and that.
When he talk about me, it's like he lost his old lady to me. It ain't no regular content creator kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like this little heated and he ain't gonna do a thing. I got $5 million on the fight. A nigga ain't gonna fuck with me. And you gonna get one of your security hurt playing with my people. Somebody gonna get hurt. And that just ain't for academics. That's for one of you. But the thing about it is this. There's an interesting thing when he deals with my name, that it feels vindictive. It feels like a lot of hatred, because I'm having the same kind of pull he having. The same people he call, I can call. If I want to get into a concert, that's what I was trying to tell Aiden Ross. Listen, Aiden, you don't need academic. That shit academics got y'all doing, man. That shit is like a general admission ticket, man. Like, why y'all like crowded around academics and they taking y'all, man? That shit is a general admission ticket. He ain't kicking up no hell of a thing, man. Y'all can't even go backstage. But because Aiden doesn't really know, he feels like that this is real pull. And I think that's part of what I'm saying is like, yo, I'm in the mix with some of these people, with some of these tours, with some of the companies, the Live Nations, the AG Touring, the Mac agencies. I'm understanding who running what and what's going on. I'm in some of these spots. I'm knowing what real pull look like. Shout out SIBO. Certain can come grab you no matter what state they in and bring you all the way to the certain can just. So I'm saying when I'm seeing academics get y'all and y'all damn near getting general admission tickets, now that sound like hate, and Loon ain't never hated on no.
Nah, this gotta be a bit, bro. Like this has to be like a comedic routine. Yo, this man is hating on academics again because he feels like academics being given a big homie role when Aiden Ross and others hang out with Act, they respect Act and they treat Act as if he's that. Loon feels like academics shouldn't be treated like, yo, like what type of man wakes up and say, hey man, y'all are treating this dude too good. Y'all should be treating me like that. I should be the one hanging out with y'all on stream because I could take y'all backstage. Like, why are you jealous of this man? And for Loon to say, when Act talk about him, it sounds like Act got hate for him. Like, bro, do you forget that Act didn't know who you were and you went on like Charlemagne's podcast and dissed him unprovokingly for no reason, like for an hour or two? Bro, you started this. Like, you're not the victim in this at all. Okay? Now, Loon got so heated and passionate while talking about academics and, and how academics, I guess, recently dissed him for what he did to Charleston White, that he even had to bleep out all the threats he was making towards academics.
Number one, let me say this to academics, because some of this is, I know you're doing your content thing, it's a little disrespectful, but I in front of your family. I do that in front of your loved ones. Like, I'm willing to do that in front of your, like, you got to watch how you talking to me, and I know you ain't gonna hurt the prime minister, you just talking, right? It's content for you. But I think you should watch yourself. I think you should really watch how you handle me, man.
It's not wise to use those kind of words when you talk to men. And I know you don't know that because nobody's taught you. When I talk to you, it's an orientation. Mouth closed. You know if you was in my face, you wouldn't say nothing like that. Have some respect, police ass nigga. Low budget ass nigga. Have some respect. Your big homie wouldn't say that to my face. Have some respect, low budget ass nigga. We need to keep it content. We see how your eyes look when you outside. Have some respect, police ass nigga.
Loon is 50, I think. Akademiks is like 34, 35. These two ain't getting it in the streets, bro. Like, y'all not confronting each other. Y'all not boxing. Y'all not killing each other, bro. Like, just cut it out, man. I do think Loon and trying to take it to the streets, I think is corny. I think Loon is intelligent enough not to go down this path, right? Because, well, like, there's no entertainment value in this, right? Bro, like, you got called out for, I guess, being biased. I don't think that warrants you trying to take it to the streets because, bro, you and Act live on two different coasts, right? Like, coming online and even woofing like that to me is crazy, right? You're never going to see this dude. Y'all are not crossing paths. Now, Loon calling Akademiks low budget to me is pretty ambitious because Akademiks makes multi of millions of dollars from content every year. Akademiks has like a multi-million-dollar studio that I've been to in Newark. So the fact that Akademiks like is being called low budget by Loon is kind of like, bro, like who put the battery, man? Is it Charlemagne that got the battery in Loon's back, man? The I Heart Chicken? I don't know, man. I don't feel like this is the right path to go on. I think if I'm Loon, bro, just apologize, bro. Like, you know, like you was hating. You feel me? Like you was hating. Like you came picking with a dude for no reason, and now he's on you. And now you want to take it to the streets because you can't take it, right? Because you don't know how to go back and forth verbally. You feel me? Um, bro, just accept it, bro. Like you wrong. You feel me? Like you came for this man first. You attacked him when he didn't know who you were. And now he don't like you and you feel like it's personal. Yeah, it's personal. You attacked him when he didn't know who you were. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do you guys think, man? Whose side are you guys on? Loon or Akademiks, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen to find out how Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit came together to expose Akash Singh. Bro, his career is in jeopardy, man. It's almost over. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. Out of here, folks. Peace.